Dumbledore fact number 1. So Dumbledore is an Old English word that means bumblebee. Here's a quote from J.K. Rowling from a 1999 interview, quote, Dumbledore is an Old English word meaning bumblebee. Because Albus Dumbledore is very fond of music, I always imagined him as sort of humming to himself a lot. End quote. Number 2, Albus is Latin for white. Here's a quote from J.K. Rowling from a 2015 article on Pottermore. Quote, colors also played their part in the naming of Hagrid and Dumbledore, whose first names are Rubeus Red and Albus White, respectively. The choice was a nod to alchemy, which is so important in the first Harry Potter book, where the red and the white are essential mystical components of the process. The symbolism in the colors in this context has mystic meaning, representing different stages of the alchemic process, which many people associate with a spiritual transformation. Where my two characters were concerned, I named them for the alchemical colors to convey their opposing but complementary natures, red meaning passion or emotion, white for aestheticism, Hagrid being the earthy, warm, and physical man, Lord of the Forest, Dumbledore, the spiritual theoretician, brilliant, idealized, and somewhat detached. Each is a necessary counterpoint to the other as Harry seeks father figures in this new world. End quote. Number 3, Dumbledore's middle names all have different inspirations. Here's an excerpt from an article on Pottermore that dives into the inspirations behind characters' names. Quote, Percival suggests a history of battle, as Percival was one of the legendary knights in King Arthur's court. Wulfric, oddly enough, means wolf power, although we're pretty sure Albus didn't have any lycanthropy skills. As for Brian, that's an old Celtic word meaning noble, which Albus very much was. End quote. Number 4, Dumbledore's Boggart. So J.K. Rowling took part in a web chat in 2007. During this, she was asked what Dumbledore's Boggart would be. Here's what Rowling said, quote, the corpse of his sister, end quote. Number 5, what Dumbledore saw in the mirror of Erised. So in the same chat that I just mentioned from 2007, Rowling was asked what Dumbledore would see in the mirror of Erised. Here is what Rowling said, quote, he saw his family alive, whole, and happy. Ariana, Percival, and Kendra all returned to him, and Aberforth reconciled to him, end quote. Number 6, Dumbledore knew several languages. So in the same web chat from 2007, Rowling was asked how Dumbledore understands Parseltongue. Here is what Rowling said, quote, Dumbledore understood Murmish, gobbledygook, in Parseltongue. The man was brilliant, end quote. Number 7, Dumbledore's hobbies. On the Albus Dumbledore fact file from the old Pottermore website, some of Dumbledore's hobbies were revealed. Here's what it said, quote, 10-pin bowling and chamber music, end quote. Number 8, Dumbledore is J.K. Rowling's favorite character. In 2016, a fan tweeted J.K. Rowling and said, besides Harry Potter, who is your favorite character in the series? J.K. Rowling tweeted back and said that it was in fact Dumbledore. Number 9, J.K. Rowling says that out of all the characters, she would most like to have dinner with Dumbledore. Here's a quote from Rowling. Quote, now that I have finished writing the books, the character I would most like to meet for dinner is Dumbledore. We would have a lot to discuss, and I would love his advice. I think that everyone would like a Dumbledore in their lives. End quote. Number 10. Dumbledore is involved in J.K. Rowling's favorite fan theory. J.K. Rowling was asked on Twitter in 2015 what her favorite fan theory was. Here is what she wrote back, quote, Dumbledore as death. It's a beautiful theory, and it fits. End quote. There you have it. Those are 10 Dumbledore facts for our Harry Potter Facts from the Source feature. On this one, we factored in some Dumbledore facts that were from outside of the books, revealed not in the books or anything like that. They were revealed from outside of that. So thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe to this channel for more Harry Potter related facts. We have a couple of videos in this series. We recently did a Snape one and more to come. So thanks a lot for watching, and please subscribe.